Okay, I'm no slam, but I'm stealing his bit. Time for another episode of Brickmania TV. Brickmaniacs, welcome back to a special Wednesday episode version of the Sit Rep. That wasn't important, hopefully.
No.
You're probably wondering why you're seeing us on a Wednesday, and well, it's if you saw the email this morning because we've kicked off a Mad Minute sale that is running through the next 2 days only, so it'll end up on Thursday night. That's how Mad Minutes work. They're usually mad for a minute.
Right. That's the whole idea. We've been when we've done them lately, we sort of lost track of that. But this is truly a Mad Minute sale. I haven't had a sale like this since months ago. So.
Nope, it's been quite a while. So it's that same promo code MADMIN, save you 20% on your ready-to-ship items order. That means it excludes pre-orders and it only applies to newly placed orders during the time that the sale is running. So give our customer service department a little bit of a break and just play by the rules. And then you, one of the reasons we're filming early too, are taking off to go to Virginia this weekend.
I am heading out to BrickFair. BrickFair, Virginia, BrickFair in Chantilly, because there's two BrickFair Virginias.
That's right. Now
this is the Chantilly.
Expanded.
This is the big one at the Chantilly Expo or the Dulles
Expo Center. Yeah.
Right next door to Brickmania Capital in the same building under the same roof. But yeah, I will be there. Hopefully, be starting to sell on Thursday morning. So by the time you see this, I will be on my way, arriving at.
Yeah, you'll probably be on the road.
Yeah. While this episode's airing, and I have some good stuff I'm bringing with me, so we can talk about that. We can talk about the release dropping Friday. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, including this bad boy. That's Jackson and Sherman. That's the new Civil War Icons 3 2-pack that'll be debuting this weekend at BrickFair. You'll be able to pick it up both from you and in the stores, or is it just going to be at the vendor booth?
We'll have some of each, and we'll start these on Friday, so you won't be able to pick them up with your Mad Minute coupon, unfortunately. It is a new release. It is a road store exclusive, and I only have about 100 copies that I'm going to be bringing on the road. So the first batch is pretty small. If you don't get it, then don't resort to eBay because there'll be more.
Yeah, we'll restock them in the retail locations, and then obviously Dan is continuing his busy summer with the rest of the crew and whatnot, traveling around and checking out all the cool sites.
But my feeling is, I have a feeling that first 100 is going to sell out at BrickFair. I will not have them at the subsequent shows in August.
Okay.
I might have a couple that survive. If for whatever reason they don't all sell out at BrickFair, I will bring them to the next shows.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah, I can't make any promises.
It's another good reason to watch these videos because especially when we have Dan here, he gives us a pretty comprehensive rundown of all the store exclusives that he's going to be able to have with him. What else do you got in the store that's some of the highlights?
Well, boy, I have a bunch of stuff that's other road store exclusive stuff. Of course, we have the Filthy 13, some of the post APOC figures will be with me. I have a big selection of those. Some leftovers of, like, say, the mini nukes, the perfect caliber minis, just a handful left. I'm putting it all in the road store. This is a new road store that'll have a extensive build a minifig. So it's
there we go.
And a lot of classic torsos, a lot of classic parts. Just you can build a figure at the booth. That'll be kind of cool. Lots of unique elements, lots of stuff that I'm working on making these the road store a little bit more, I guess, friendly for people of all ages. Of course, I do have a bunch of kits with me. I have kits that are sold out online. It's kits that are out of production. So I've been saving a bunch of stuff just for this trip, and of course the store will have their own stock. And during the weekend we will have the Build-A-Rando too. So,
okay, cool.
I did work with the team to gather what parts that we have. So you're gonna have to build it, but I'll provide the pieces for the Build-A-Rando. That'll be actually next door in the Brickmania.
With the B. Roberts and the Gettysburg display?
Yep, so there'll be displays. So yeah, so Matt McDivitt, David Higgs will be there with the new Gettysburg collaboration that they've been working on. It'll feature a ton of our figures. So come over next door to the store, look for that. Samuel B. Roberts, of course, will be set up in the store. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's just like a crazy weekend. This is not going to be we're not considering this our anniversary.
Correct. So no brick in that sense.
Right. There'll be no brick, but we will be doing that later in the fall. We are going to try to separate that out. When we have BrickFair and our event at the same weekend, it all kind of gets just lost in the chaos. So we will be back in the fall doing a separate event for the anniversary of that store. It did open on a Black Friday weekend, so look for somewhere in November, I'm going to guess, when we're going to do our anniversary event for Chantilly.
Cool, yeah. Stay tuned for details on that. But again, August 3rd and 4th is the public days for BrickFair. If you're a displayer, you'll be able to catch Dan a little bit earlier. But again,
Yeah.
These guys drop on Friday, so you'll be able to pick them up.
Our stores are open 7 days a week. Don't ignore the public hours. I will be in BrickFair selling, Thursday, Friday to the exhibitors, Saturday, Sunday to the public. So I'll have the road store stuff in there, but our store is open 7 days a week.
Yeah, there you go. You can always go check that kind of stuff out. That's awesome.
Get there first to get the best selection.
Yeah, right. That's when you get to choose from all the goodies.
Yes.
And not to mention, check out the displays. You were saying, though, it's a little bit different than past Brick Fairs in the sense that we're going to be kind of in the vendor pool.
Yes. So instead of having a huge booth right at the entrance, they actually got rid of that. We lost out. I mean, the Brick Fair has become so big that they actually had to get rid of their sponsor booth in order to fit more mocks in there. So good for the AFOLs. We're an ever expanding group of people bringing cool stuff each time. But Brickmania is sort of at the losing end of that. So we have a small vendor booth inside in the regular vendor area, which is, I guess, in the main hall this time. Instead of it being off to one side or in a separate room, it's in the main hall. So we'll be in the main hall straight back. If you walk in the front door, we'll have a vendor booth. You'll be able to see us from the
Perfect.
exhibits. So
there you go. If you go looking, if you're at Brick Fair, you'll be able to find Dan. Let's flip things over to some of the stuff that is new this week. So it's the U.S. Coast Guard's birthday on the 4th. I want to say.
Put me on the spot.
Yeah, sorry, I think off the top of my head.
Second or something.
I believe it is the 4th, but just as a little incentive there for the Coast Guard birthday, we've got some new releases coordinated to it, and we're also going to offer the U.S. Coast Guard fabric flag element that's Lego sized as a gift with purchase for purchases over $50.
It'll automatically be added to your
Yep,
cart.
it'll just jump right into your cart when you'll see it at checkout. That will end on Monday night, which is the 5th, I believe. So make sure you get in on that. But then we've also got this bad boy here that is our pre-order for the week.
Yes.
Before we dive into the explanation of the build itself, there's some cool opportunities with this build as well. So you're going to have 3 different purchase options on your webpage, one of which is just the base model, that if that's all you need is a Humvee and you got plenty of your other figures, then you can go ahead and pick that up. You'll also have the option to add one of the new modern U.S. Navy SEALs. That's kind of an upgrade there. And then for the people who really want the Cadillac experience, there's a third option as well that not only includes the base kit and 3 Navy SEALs, but also the SOCOM Assault Pack,
Right.
which is a collection of perfect caliber brick arms, as well as a couple of C4 tiles and a satchel. So that's pretty, including this will be the first time ever doing the Brick Arms M23 pistol as a perfect caliber, correct?
Correct. So that'll be, I guess, we'd call that an exclusive. I mean, at least in time of release. So not planning on selling this thing individually. And the 2 other perfect calibers that will come in there, they have been previously released, but previously released as items that only came in kits.
In kits, right. So that's the M10 sniper rifle and the M110 M110 and the M249 saw.
Yeah, so you'll be able to get those. They will be part of that pack. That pack is a add-on, so it's like a bonus. If you order this with three of the SEALs, the new version of the Navy SEAL,
Yep.
Completely new figure, by the way. You'll be able to get that. It's going to cost a little bit extra. You'll be paying for a little bit, but certainly be paying less than what the pack value would be. So
Yeah, absolutely. it's gonna be an awesome upgrade. So like
there's
again,
some printed parts in there too. I should add.
yeah, that's the C4 and then the satchel too. Yeah, that's going to be really neat. So again, 3 different purchase options. It works like it has in the past. There'll be a drop down on the left side of the page. You go ahead and select which option you want to purchase, click that pre-order acknowledgement, throw it in your cart, and you're ready to roll. So, but enough about the specials. Let's talk about the model.
Okay, so this is the M1165A1. It's a SOCOM, so U.S. SOCOM Special Operation Humvee. It's a GMV, I think, ground mobility vehicle.
Okay.
That the Special Forces use. The Humvee being one of the many different variants of the GMV. So there are, if you're like assaulting an enemy position or using, doing like perimeter defense, something like that, you want a vehicle that you can, that'll take some abuse, take some punishment, haul some troops there, but also not be so heavy that it can't be airlifted to a destination like
And be quick.
some of these bigger, heavier armored vehicles are. So still in use today. This is the GMV-N, the special Navy. It's the Navy variant. There are variants for different branches, and of course, foreign operators have them as well. So this is the Navy variant. SEAL, it's like a SEAL team, a specific turret, very tall. Do have M240 on the side here, and then the M2HB as the main armament in the turret. This will actually be perfect caliber. So it's an M2.
Oh, nice.
M240 will be perfect calibered. It's the Marine Corps version with the PEQ on it. And then there will be a perfect caliber ammo box. Ammo
sweet.
So I've been making these Humvees a little bit more bare bones lately, and this one's taking a little bit of an opposite direction. There will be printing throughout, so they'll get the render up here. You can see all the different printing, but it's printing on the doors, printing on these running boards, printing on the front of the turret here, of course printing on the lights all around, some printing on the side. So it will be extensively printed. I think I counted 28 prints on this thing.
Cool.
So it's kind of going in a different direction from the
Yeah, that's not bare bones.
No. So, but the Humvee itself, I mean, it's a pick 'em up truck. So you got 4 doors. Of course, the doors open. Your guys can stand on the running boards. They could be in the fighting compartment in the back. So you'll have an option to get up to 3 of the SEALs, as
Right.
mentioned before. It comes with 0.
Yeah, right. Base model is just literally the base model, which is why we're giving you that option for people who don't want, like I said, the full shebang.
Yeah.
You can pick up 1 extra seal as an add-on as well. But I think the majority of people, if they're going to pull the trigger on this, are going to want that SOCOM
Right.
weapons pack as well. And what's wrong with having a couple extra operators to go along with it?
And the SEALs, if there are leftovers, if people opt out, those SEALs will end up being
Standalone, yeah.
They'll be put online, and it is something that we're going to be restocking throughout the year. So again, don't fear that you don't get that fear of missing
Yeah.
out. But definitely the SOCOM bonus or the SOCOM Atom's a nice bonus. It will be an option until they're gone. So.
Cool. Well, and like I was saying, even on the walk down here, the last time we did a Special Forces Humvee, it was a very, very popular build. So we expect this to be similar to it because
Right.
they'll look good right next to each other. That's for sure.
And we should add that we're not going to be able to hold this one. Our schedule is getting so packed. And in order to get restocks, we're starting to fill up before the holidays, our schedule. So this is not going to be one of those instances that we're just going to keep making them over the weekend. So there is actually a finite quantity.
Yes.
So if you don't get in on this pre-order, you're going to have to wait a couple months for the next pre-order. And luckily, I'm not even sure if there's enough time to get that in before the end of the year. So.
Yeah, we're already to that point, as you'll probably notice by some of the pre-order dates. I mean, we're already out into the middle of September, starting on like Monday or something.
Right,
like
and this
that.
thing comes out on September 20th. We start a pre-order then. It's going to be like November before that thing's ready.
Right, right. So if you see something you like, again, just go ahead and get on it because that schedule is filling up. And then, of course, we do have some stuff that is getting ready to ship. So we mentioned that it is the Coast Guard birthday on the 4th. We do have a special figure for that as well, which is the U.S. Coast Guard Tacklet Specialist, which is in production right now and getting printed. So we probably won't see them at retail stores starting on Friday.
No, but
you can get your orders in and they'll ship as soon as we've got them in hand in customer
Maybe
service.
GHQ.
Maybe, yeah, right, because we can walk next door.
Maybe GHQ, maybe Chicago because they're closer. But yeah, they're printing those right now. I'm super excited. It's amazing art.
It is one BA looking figure, let me tell you. We saw the renders this morning and I was like, whoa, heck yeah, that's awesome. So it's kind of a more unique offering for that as well. So happy birthday, Coast Guard. Here's a really cool minifigure for you. We've also got some other new stuff. So we've got a Vietnam Gorilla Torso. That's the Brickmania Classic Series again. So if you noticed, we released the Grunt last week. We got the Gorilla this week. And then we've got some stuff that's ready to ship, including the limited edition Yag Panther that'll be getting ready to head into stores. And then the Dolphin as well, which there might even be some available. I should have checked before I opened my mouth.
I think it might be like of that first batch initial run, maybe 10 or less.
Something like that. So maybe a couple that are going to be available online. Good way to hit that price point threreshold
Yag
and
Panther
pick up some specialists.
Definitely
the Yag Panther's
good.
gone.
The only way you're going to
been
get
gone.
one of those is be there when they open that box at the retail stores.
Yeah, that would definitely be it. But that's everything that is getting ready to roll and ship out this weekend. So go ahead and take advantage of that. And then we have quite the pre-order offering starting right away on Monday here. So we are going to have the USS Jimmy Carter, the Classic Series M3 half track, the Saturday afternoon matinee playset part 2. That's the one with the staff car and the motorcycle. We're going to have the Messerschmitt BF-109. That's the G14. And then we will have a pre-order opening for the Vault Dwellers 2-pack as well. I will say, too, that this will probably be the last shot at getting the Dwellers with the current available vault numbers, because we've said in the past that we will make some of those changes because there's a lot of vaults out there. And so those Dwellers, if you see one that you like or you need a 2-pack from a different with a different number on the back. Now's your chance to get on them before those potentially change.
And we should add that those aren't these are all half batches.
Right.
So they're small quantities. So when you say, hey, they're bringing something back, don't think that it's going to be like sitting
won't
around
match
for
the
a long
first
time.
weekend, right.
We are trying to get as much variety in our production as we can each week moving forward, just because we know demand at this time of year starts to really ramp up, and we need to have the biggest possible number of kits in order to like restock the things that we promised we would restock before the end of the year. So we're heading into that. We're heading into busy season.
Yep.
The crazy season. I don't know if that's what it is. But I have a bunch of road shows coming up. I'm gonna have a hard time keeping stuff in stock. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy. And again, if you guys are already on your shifting into winter mode, thinking about doing some Christmas shopping and stuff, please pay attention to those pre-order dates, because obviously we don't want any tears come the holidays. When people are thinking that something's going to be shipping and get to them in time. You still got some time there, but again, we usually post those shipping updates when we get a little closer to that, so just keep an eye out so that you don't miss out. The stuff that is ready to ship coming on Monday is the M8 Greyhound, the U.S. Navy dressed whites, Neptune Spear, U.S. Navy SEAL. That's been away for a while. That's going to be a cool one to see come back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the Ghost Hawk era. So that's quite an old fig for us to be bringing back. But we do. You guys tell us what you want, and we do pay attention. So keep it up. If there's a certain amount of I guess groundswell for a certain item, we might bring it back.
Look at what happened with Tiger 214. You guys spoke up, and we tried to sneak in a batch for pre-order, and it wasn't a full batch, but hey, we still got some out there. So. You guys go ahead and speak up, and we do listen.
You're making the printers scared, though.
Yeah, well, sorry, UV, not my department. World War II German with Splinter Smock will round out Minifig Monday, and then we also have the Perfect Caliber Brick Arms STG-44 and the minifigure power backpack that has the Perfect Caliber Brick Arms STG-44, but that's the Vampire one with the big light on it.
Right.
So both of those will be available.
Again, those are quite old items that we're bringing back. Lots of stuff like that happening. I've been scouring the requests and scouring the production. Like, what are we missing? What are the holes? And trying to fill that in. You're going to be seeing a lot of cool stuff coming as gift with purchases too. So it's going to be a good time to be a Brickmania fan.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of feedback that people have been excited to be able to get their hands on some, not necessarily exclusive, but limited availability via only a gift with purchase over the weekend and whatnot, especially if it correlates with the models and figures themselves.
Bonus material.
So we will keep doing that. We heard you loud and clear. We've got some real fun ideas in the future. I'm excited to see that. So cool. Well, are you all packed?
No. I guess that's what I'm doing tonight.
All right. Well, take advantage of that Mad Minute sale. Again, that ends on Thursday night. Use that promo code MADMIN to save on ready-to-ship items.
Vault stuff too. If it's something in the
it's
vault,
ready to ship.
Yeah, we did a price reduction of a lot of vault stuff that had been overlooked. I guess just feeling neglected in the vault,
Sitting there for a while.
Yeah. So we reduced it back in price, and now 20% off of that price. So. Take advantage.
Yep, go ahead and grab that white whale that you've been just sitting there looking at, wondering if it was ever going to be on your shelf. Now it can be. So, all right, well, that will do it for a special Wednesday sit rep. Dan, thanks for being here. Thank you guys for watching.
See you next week.